Okay, so here's another industry that's having a momentous event with cyber attacks, and this happens to be the automotive dealership industry, automotive professional sales industry. The way it's working is cyber hackers are targeting car dealerships for a number of reasons. And according to reports, there is a rise in dealership cyber attacks. 90% of automotive retailers are getting serious about their dealership cybersecurity plans, yet they are still succumbing to data breaches at an alarming rate. 17% of dealers experienced an attack in the last year, despite 53% being confident in their current protection. And it's worse because as of now, according to the Federal Trade Commission, if you are a car dealership and you have a data security breach, you have to report that no later than 30 days after the discovery. It's part of the FTC's safeguards rule that requires non-banking financial institutions to notify the agency. And here's why. Car dealerships, first of all, have lots of customer data. They have names, driver's license, date of birth, social security numbers. Even for people who don't finance a vehicle, many times you have a social security number. You also have vehicle information about the transaction, the VIN number, the license plate number, registration information, signatures. In addition, there's large volumes of data. Dealerships may talk to 1,000 people a month, not only buyers, but service customers, sales leads, inquiries, people that come in the showroom, and all of them sometimes share private information. Many times, just to test drive a car, you have to show your ID and get a copy of your driver's license. If a hacker gets into that system, there's a treasure trove of data that can be used for things like ransomware, things like identity theft. And car dealerships are a big target. According to this article, like I said, it is an alarming rate of dealers that are being targeted. Hackers, as you know, use data for certain reasons. The cyber criminals are evolving their methods to steal data and user and client data. And car dealerships are a primary target, and they're trying out some of their new sophisticated methods on car dealerships. A lot of times car dealerships are more customer facing, which makes it more easy for human error to be bypassed. Here's why. If you're a car dealership, you want to sell cars. Somebody calls up, you want to be very aggressive and very proactive on trying to communicate with that potential customer. You may give out more information. You may let them use your Wi-Fi. There's a lot of ways they can get in. We heard of a dealership a couple months ago that had a hacker get in through their Wi-Fi of their security camera. So if you're a car dealership, new or used, be aware that you have certain reporting requirements according to the FTC. And this just came out a couple days ago, October 27th. This is a new thing. You have to report if you have a breach. And if, as of now, 17% of dealers had a breach, that you have to report. You can prevent these by having active monitoring or active cyber insurance. You can prevent it by using best practices that are often required by your insurance. Either way, don't just rely on your IT department. Many times the IT department, very well-meaning, very good at the programming and the marketing side of it. There's certain types of evolving, cutting-edge cyber attacks that may not be known by even the most advanced IT person. Even insurance companies see new hacks all the time. But by having an insurer putting active monitoring on your system, they can see the new threats that are coming before they get to your dealership. They can see them when they attack other businesses, and they can warn you in advance. Look, the hackers are now doing this. Here's how to prevent it in your store. So either way, contact your broker or contact a good insurance agent for commercial lines to make sure that not only do you have cyber, you don't just have a $50,000 rider on your existing liability policy, you have a multi-million-dollar cyber security insurance policy. They're relatively inexpensive because a rider on your existing liability policy is going to have a low limit, it's going to have a lot of exclusions, it's not going to have active monitoring. A standalone separate cyber policy will have much higher limits. You can also put an umbrella over it, and it'll have active monitoring of your system to prevent the hack from happening in the first place.